Oke, halo Gusi. Lanjut yang tadi Gusi. Tadi itu jaringannya jelek banget anjing. Itu putus-putus. Gua nonton replaynya juga di awal-awal putus-putus gitu. Jadi saya tidur tadi. Habis itu pun nggak sengaja ke end karena ganti dari wifi ke hotspot HP. Bukan pakai Telkomsel. Ternyata putus. Ke end sendiri. Tapi kita langsung lanjut aja. Ini masih tadi ya, sama ngomong sama si kayaknya bakal jadi partner investigasi kita, si Kim Kitsuragi. Tadi kita masih
Talk to the manager. Then we go back to the
sorry, bentar guys. Lupa. Itu kok lagunya mati-mati sendiri gitu ya?
After you, officer.
Wih,
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
ada
You can
party?
talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Yes? What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
Oke.
Then you are not that far behind, actually. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM emergency
Oke, 3 hari yang lalu
about the security guard.
ada security ada penjaga, ada security yang
said there was a dead body behind the whirling and rags
ditemukan tergantung di
The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had.
Martinez apaan? Seorang penelpon yang anonimus bilang kalau tubuhnya ada di belakang whirling rags hotel cafeteria, di belakang cafeteria hotel ini. Terus sudah 4 hari tidak ada yang datang untuk menginvestigasi.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynch.
Terus selama orangnya
There is an
di
ongoing between the
kan,
local workers and the logistics.
karena nggak ada orang yang, karena nggak ada
I was told
polisi yang
the
urus,
death as part
jadi
of this dispute.
barang-barangnya diambilin orang random. Itu anjing deh. Itu orang udah ngunjung ya, terus masih dimalingin lagi.
A security guard or worker
Security guard,
hired by
okay.
Alpine. To find him or her is one of our tasks here.
Oh, jadi kita sekalian
All we know
nyari
is that the
si
tool
yang
was
lapor karena dia
a
anonimus ya.
device of some sort. The desk could identify. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers union is the de facto police in Martinez. That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The Revachol Citizens Militia. Oh, kita polisi.
The RCM or the Revachol
Ini
Citizens Militia
ensiklopedia
is the
ini nggak
police
guna,
you
sumpah.
and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RC.
That's right.
Oke.
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I think something otherworldly might involve. Tolol. Ini jawaban tolol. Jadi gitu katanya kayaknya ada sesuatu yang supernatural dalam case ini, ada yang terjadi. Itu tolol, itu nggak ada anjing. Ini lagi tolol ini. Seksi maksudnya. Ini musiknya hilang-hilang, tadi ada.
Then you are in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike.
Is this a strike then? or the first shots in a workers' coup.
Retorika.
I expect
Sumpah
the
ini
case
game berat
itself to
banget
be
sih.
less challenging than navigating these community
Sekalian gue
matters.
belajar bahasa Inggris
This
juga sih.
district isn't used to the
Bagus
RCM's
ini, bagus.
presence, and the Union rarely overplays its hand, as it appears to have done in this case.
Bagus ini gamenya. Itu kayaknya mic. Halo tes. Tuh nggak tahu micnya ngambil suara apa ya. Tapi ya gas.
Strike, coup, revolution.
You feel something rising through you, a familiar feeling, an opinion taking form.
We should ground the worker into find patient fit and playbacks. We should ground the owner into find patient, which later on I will release more.
Politics is habit forming.
From an imaginary fan.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know, I'm
Better still than an imbecile cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again? There's no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that's okay. 3 days ago, during that time, the victim had been stripped. Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted to know? Good.
hilang tadi ya pilihannya.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Oke, dia cuma
He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
dia nggak suka dengar cerita kita tentang kita lupa ingatan ya.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
Dia nggak percaya guys kalau kita lupa ingatan gara-gara minum-minum. Sebenarnya gue juga nggak percaya sih.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's laser. Was there anything else you wanted? What do you want to know? Good. Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Oke, kita kenalan dulu ya.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother.
Seoul.
Mother's side. It's not an interesting topic. It's a part of the world, officer. A
Seoul.
geopolitical entity and a geographic division.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola.
You're barking at the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either.
A point of pride to him.
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
Ini kita tanya tentang ini suara-suara narator. Itu kan suara pikiran itu sih. Kita tanya apakah kita nanya apakah dia itu pernah bukan pernah kayak kita juga gitu, ngomong-ngomong dalam pikiran kita sendiri, terus dia nggak paham.
The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
Yang tertulis. Kalau kita mikir, guys, ada narator di kepala kita.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Wah, fail.
Are they? They are mostly just...
You could use a good, normal peer yourself.
Gagal mulu itu apa itu? Gak suka saya kalau gagal gitu. Kurang suka saya kalau banyak gagal gitu. Wah, kita dapat banyak misi ya.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzed. It's like you're locked down.
Something the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
Nih si ini ada kekuatan. Aduh. Si ini ada kekuatan menghentikan kita ya.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Kayaknya dia ada kekuatan sesuatu saat dia mempertajam alisnya, guys. Kita langsung nggak bisa gerak gitu. Bukan nggak bisa gerak, nggak bisa gerak. Bentar. Oke. Ini dia ada kekuatan, guys.
Good. Let's change the subject. Excuse me? The subject. Excuse me? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. You've misplaced your badge. I cannot let you act in the name of the RCM without supervision until you've regained control of your faculties. Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself. Please do. We wouldn't want your regiment to spill over into the investigation.
The lieutenant is pretty sure self-care is just a euphemism for nihilistic binge drinking.
Dia mikir kita waktu sendiri yang kita maksud itu kita mau minum lagi, ngajar kamu ini, Kim. Dah.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41... Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body.
Kita masih belum tahu
It
nama kita
was
juga.
you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind the roller coaster. Okay.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions.
Saya mau buat location before asking if he killed it. People give him.
Not vice versa.
Nah, kita dapat ilmu ya, dapat saran karena sukses retorika.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through. Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this. Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing. I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree.
Oh, ada saran.
Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
Okay.
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat
Itu
here.
gua juga nggak notice
Sylvie
guys.
told me
Itu ada
everyone
saran-saran
knows
dari
the dock
retorik.
workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Haven't you asked me that already? What is... Okay, you got me.
Thank you.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to...
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right. Money. You owe this establishment 130 real. Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages.
Nggak punya uang aku bang.
Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of... for survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo, if you run out of money, you die. Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for... That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
Something in the pocket.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
There's somewhere I can stay.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get...
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. You don't really know, do you? vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Can I press the way back somehow?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time.
Ingat rumah kita bangsat. Apa ini? The fuck is this? Kejam. What? Enam jam anjing. Nanti aja. Mana mobil lu?
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork vapor emanates. This must be the infernal machine that toys. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out
Nah,
toolbox
kita lihat dulu
under the
misi
seat,
kita.
and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pertama kita report dulu badge missing. Terus kita call station, health issue. Terus kita apply for damage. Badge missing, health issue, minta doing.
Frequency tableau, the soft per.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the phone.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer.
Okay.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st,
Komen,
Komen, over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white. The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. 10-18, state your message, sir. Ten-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to...
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he
Bos
lost
kita
his
dah.
badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Ini harus kan?
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
Oh, nama kita Mulan ya?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
Oh,
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Kira itu nama kita Dick Mullen, ternyata itu sarkas, mereka nyarkas sih, tawain.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him.
Oh goddamn it! Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's got.
Satellite Officer Dickmar is one.
Mullen dicked us.
He's asking you to stop.
Of course it's serious.
Satellite Officer Vic Mark on 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me! Mac, come here! You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun.
Anjing.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
Kita kehilangan senjata juga anjing.
Okay, it's gone.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Oke, kesempatannya tinggi.
Lying over the phone, it's easy.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it and fast.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance. Over.
Woi, jangan dilapor. Gak ada misinya. Usah.
Send for, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
Kok mereka nggak suka kita ya?
He's asking for money.
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Wah, kita dikenal tukang minum anjing. Kita nggak dikasih uang.
Request denied, sir. Over. He says he's in trouble.
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before sundown then.
Vigmar said... Anything else, sir? Over. Okay, then...
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Oke, jadi hati-hati ya, kita bakal jadi jokes besar-besaran kalau kita bilang kita lupa ingatan.
That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
What? What is it?
He wants to verify.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over. Ten 9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over. Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over.
What? What is it?
He seems intoxicated and keeps...
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
The fuck is this? Mereka nggak mau kasih tahu nama gue ini anjing. Nggak.
Understood, sir. Over.
Anjing mereka ini.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Lazarus.
A metallic drawer.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Red tip for primer. Rubber handle chain cutter. Kita ambil flashlight.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well made. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The handles are long and sleek. The pry bar feels useful for opening all sorts of... The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar...
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
Oh, it's you. Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon.
Kayaknya semua orang gak suka kita anjing.
Who? You are? You lost your human visage a while back. Now let's get on with it. I've got more important things to do. And you survived it. Congratulations. Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life. What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body? Do that. I need to go.
It's not fucking cryo-acrylate.
Cyanoacrylate is superglue.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised. What else? I'm not a brain doctor.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
What? You want the real, honest-to-God truth?
Stop drinking
magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. And no, I don't want to hear a...
It's not fucking...
Cyanoacrylate is...
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Of course. What is the number, officer? Officer? 57's over.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Kita cek bodinya dulu ya. Mobilnya keren ya anjing. Kita dapat 3 alat ya.
Elysium in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here. Of course. What can I help you with? Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard. Well, as you probably know.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale. Of course.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Anjay, explore bos, dapat glove kita. Bentar, ini mapnya gede kan? Ini gue mau explore semua sih. Gede sekali mapnya guys. Haruskah kita
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. Board games are like that is a book. They have stories inside. My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer. My name is Annette, sir. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both.
There is stress and unease behind these words.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little...
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That... exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes, please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir. Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
Dia nggak percaya.
Anything else else you wanted to talk about, sir? Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to...
Crime is what we were solving before this conversation began.
It's exciting to people, I guess. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen lagi.
Head? Yeah.
Not head, child. Heads.
Isn't that very dangerous? Unlike you, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden.
What do you mean, sir?
She looks around, and the lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. She brings out her reddened hands.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
Oh guys, ini interesting tapi berat ya. Bentar. Ini nggak ada yang nonton kan? Karena saya tenggelam tadi di ceritanya. Bagus ini. Jadi kita nunjukin sesuatu kalau kita detektif lebih hebat dari si Dick Muller di komik itu.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't. It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Jadi kita tanya sama si anak, kita kan habis nebak sesuatu, tunjukin skill polisi kita, skill detektif kita gitu. Terus si anak not quite impressed. Si anak tidak terlalu impress apa yang kita lakukan. Terus kita tantang balik, coba tebak sesuatu tentang aku. Terus si anak bilang, kamu kayaknya cukup sadar. Yang mana biasanya kita kan sering mabuk. Wait, how do you know I'm used to... Bagaimana kau tahu aku biasanya tidak sadar? Kayaknya ini jangan sih.
I'm sorry, sir. I hope...
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early... There's something you're missing.
Oke. Kita nge-save dulu ya.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here from...
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard again.
Kita lepas item dulu. Bentar. Oh, tolong kita lepas item. Soalnya ada item yang ngurangin skill kita. Ada item yang ngurangin skill kita gitu. Kemeja lepas. Terus kita naikin skill. Apa ya? Kita naikin skill ini aja. Biar kita nggak langsung mati.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, telling people about being a star or something. Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Jadi guys, dia bisa tahu karena kita kelihatan sadar tadi. Karena beberapa hari ini kita kayak orang mabuk, lari muter-muter nggak pakai baju. Anjing. Kayaknya orang satu kota ini kenal sama kita. Orang satu kota ini kenal sama kita. Kita yang lupa.
Yeah, but you don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks...
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
Anjing. Ini the fuck is this bullshit, anjing. Ini isi pikiran pemabuk ini nggak guna, anjing.
Oh baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
I didn't know I had to do that. I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Okay.
Okay. I think think that's why people...
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
But it does make the famous people more famous. Why would they do that, sir? That's so cool. It's the type of... Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir. It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should I... Those are unhappy
Ini
books.
pembicaraan
These are not... Well,
kurang penting ya.
I haven't... I'm sure she can... That's really not a problem. Not in romance books, sir. I haven't read many of those. I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though. No. Yes, she knows.
What was that? An idea for an unfinished novel stuck somewhere in your forebrain?
Maybe some of our other...
Apa sih anjing? Gak jelas sekali bagi game ini bangsat. Anjing. Ini kayaknya kita lepas aja baju ini anjing. Memang nambah conceptualizing tapi suggestion berkurang loh. Kita telanjang dada aja. Wah ini jamnya gerak terus ya. Ini gue kayak pengen ngelakuin semua hal tapi.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of an endless variety. There's also a large books in a board game section. Who wants to read books? There's a box. That price is steep. But then it's the 3rd edition mega setting supplement. So it makes sense.
Oke, ini uang ya. Kan ada uang. Kan gak ada uang.
You see a set of tattered curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
You see some kind of charm. An irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck. Inhabitants of, aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is.
Mencurigakan kau. Ibu ini lumayan mencurigakan ya bu.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. Crime fiction. These books, what's not a single mention of all the stress this work. You see, a killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case. Oh no, turns out he faked it to solve a case. Yes, tragedy. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Save lagi.
Shelves filled to the brim with crop. Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic. Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals? Then this is the book for you.
Wah. Banyak yang bisa dibeli ya guys.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. Browsing through. Suddenly, a high speed next.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Several maps. The maps look old. This large map, ozone, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands. You can. 850 million people. The ocean breaks up connections. You have little. Perhaps they are gods. Gods of distance and outer dust. The north coast to the east. Huron. You feel you're just west of coast. It's not real. Still, this large map, ozone, disintegrating into. In the northeast, a dust. The ocean connections. You have little. Perhaps they are gods.
I'm sorry, officer. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90. That old thing from when some.
The place does not look like a success.
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Kita bisa mencuri ya.
This bookstore is not strictly amidst these three. The point of the book, and many others on this, it serves wholeness. When it's up to your mind, the book, this is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this? The throbbing in your head. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the book contains, for example, it recommends, it is, and good for the circulation too. It also, among other, that seems improbable. For general, this is exactly what you need. There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations. You close the book and return it to its place on the shelf.
Sir, I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Nih, ibu ini saya tangkap anjing. Bacot kali babi.
Welcome to crime, romance. Be welcome. And please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. Sir, don't be ridiculous. One has to earn.
Certainly there are good things to be said about dependence.
Now, hey there. Fighting enemy. My philosophy is everyone just getting along. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Cursed? Who said that?
What in God's name is she talking about?
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go, get back there.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Goodness, everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself.
She smiles and nods,
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like... Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Why not? Was she not friendly enough? Were you not compelled to talk to her? Oh yes, okay, that makes sense. It's working then. Yes. Do browse our book, sir.
Oke. Tunggu, ini gua fokus ya, agak susah buat interaksi.
Mind your own business, sir.
Denial is the way she copes with criticism. The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Kita jangan dulu terikut campur ya. Kita apa ini? Coba ke bawah dulu. Lingkarannya agak beda ya. Kita tunggu. Oke. Ada lubang peluru ya di bawah.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time. René, I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a... Already, your muscles are... A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you... An embodiment. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
Lebih dari polisi. Terus apa kita?
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit? It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters.
What the hell is your problem? I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful. You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 pool. No, we are not.
Take it easy.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull. Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs.
Yes. Why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder. You never know. He might know something. This is a good vantage point.
Unfortunately, I don't. In Martinez, cop is a...
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties. No man can afford to turn his eyes to the horizon.
The RCM doesn't discriminate, unlike men.
I'm glad at least some people keep a level head in this turbulent time. Unfortunately, I don't. In Martinez, cop is a...
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time...
If I knew...
'Tis true, sire. He...
Yes. The terrain... Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire. Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use... Fine. What do you want now, then? Sadly, no. Should have...
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Because this place is... Yes, Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Reverchurch. This here is...
Blood ground.
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but... the enemy of my enemy. Damn right. The rest...
Well...
You don't...
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Preposterous! Surely you don't mean it. I would. Instead, this is just what the commies wanted. This was the plan all along. Damn voice.
He slouches as he says that. Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thing.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Okay.
This Postlavantore mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer. The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set. The mail collection box seems cathartic. Thankful even. So do you. You shudder.
What the fuck is that?
The worn and beaten.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Oh, dipakai buat pastime ya. Tapi anjing, ini masih banyak kali ini. Ini dua ini 10 jam loh. Wih, murah sekali mapnya anjing. Ada item nih. Berguna juga ini explore.
A crumpled billboard reading. The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open, and thus out of order.
Kita nge-save dulu ya, soalnya terlihat
The
bahaya.
sign billboard has fallen. What if goat milk? It's an acquired taste. Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle.
Oh, ada mobil. Ada mobil lompat anjing.
Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at
The
35 kilometers an hour.
Ada orang main GTA di mobil ini anjing.
The black marks on the roof. The panel served as a takeoff. The vehicle soared. The sign broke the vehicle's fall. The Samaran butter within the past. Still,
berhasil lah dia.
the vehicle made. There are two good candidates: the Caprice 40 and the Linear G. It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they. The Caprice 40 is a very sturdy but light motor carriage, more likely than most to survive that jump.
Ada dua jenis kemungkinan pikiran kita bilang. Kalau yang Kompres 40 terkenal cuma. Kalau yang satu, yang Linea G22 kuat tapi ringan. Kemungkinan besar selamat dari lompatan
The
itu.
Linear G22 is not. You'd have to follow the tracks to be. The lieutenant looks on. waiting for you.
Any theories about what happened here? What kind of car do you think it was? That's quite likely, from what I can tell. Oh. We are not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder?
Somewhere in the depths of your alcohol-addled soul, you find a few threads that you can weave into a story.
The tip-top tourney champion?
The lieutenant patiently listens to the words.
Jumping canals at night? If I was Jacob Irv, I wouldn't drive in Martinez. In conclusion, it's a colorful theory, but I don't believe Jacob Irv did this. Should we go? If we must.
I'm not expecting him to get far with this. The lieutenant consoles himself.
Masih banyak sekali misi anjing. Bentar.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old...
I wasn't here to witness it.
The words, daredevil.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Well, there's the fishing village. Yeah, not really much else. Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Sambil makanan orang anjing.
A couple of indicate this panel usually closes the waterlock. You pull the lever all the way up until nothing happens. Nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Wednesday morning. Nyari apa? Nyari apa anjing? Ini gimana mau cek harinya ini? Wih, apa ini? Kayak ada orang anjing. Creepy gini.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. The light pole. This would make quite a statement in your living.
Yes, officer.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
It was brought to me to be...
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. The light has undergone 3...
The light has been removed and rewired.
The most important...
Okay, that checks out.
700 itu buat apa ya? Bisa dibeli loh itu.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well. One especially catches your. This is you. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Is the Harman Welshie W2 made in Vespa? Does if police work? Absolutely.
You see rows of toys sold. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Yes, big men on big horse.
Franco-Nigerian knife.
A long time ago. They're not all blue. These
Which ones?
This set of soul.
You're probably. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the rock, maybe.
Why? What's this?
Oh, that's the headless phone rider. The headless 50 cent.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
The fuck is this? Apa itu? Ambil everything. Oh, pengobatan. Take fucking everything. Apa nih?
There's a pile of.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest style.
Abort.
Damn, officer!
Abort,
You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you.
It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you.
These are all those UV stickers.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material.
Kita ini penjual India ini bacot. Bentar, kita hanya save dulu.
No luck. All you.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It definitely.
I hope not.
You don't like it?
40% itu lumayan loh. Bisa-bisa itu harusnya. Conceptualize lah. Kita pakai dulu baju gitu.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime.
No luck.
Ish, kok gagal. Tinggi loh.
Shine on these sunglasses last. Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become, yes, but they also.
Wow, officer, you look so. And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed.
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back.
You look like a musician, like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
Perception Iron Empire. Gak guna bangsa.
You see a samurai. The name Sileng is embroidered.
Happy shopping, officer. You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang. You're right, officer. 100%. No playing around then. Strictly business. Maybe I can interest only the coolest goods in Revachol. I'm an entrepreneur. Good.
You glance.
It's beautiful.
It is, yeah.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy.
If you wanted to be cynical about it, you...
Gossamer is a fine, filmy substance consisting of cobwebs spun by small spiders, seen especially in autumn. It's safe to say.
Yeah, Ravashaw's the coolest. Doesn't care about where you're from, who, no need.
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
My man, you know how the game is. Anything for you.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
You see, a Samaran, the name?
Happy shopping of You're very cool. Bang, bang. You're right, officer. 100%. No playing around. Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers. I'm an entrepreneur. Good.
You glance around.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
It is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's...
If you wanted to be cynical about it, you could say...
My man, officer, you make all this possible.
Gossamer is a fine, filmy substance consisting of cobwebs spun by small spiders, seen especially in autumn. It's safe to say he's referring to the near absence of regulations.
Yeah?
You're pretty sure you can live in a tree elsewhere.
No need.
But did he first...
My man, you... Anything for you.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? An investment? What kind of investment? I guess it can't be any riskier than speculating in exotic derivatives. How much are we talking about here? 10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man. Me?
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samara Isola.
Very sharp, officer.
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism. No, it's very cool.
Oke, kita dapat duit ya.
Hey.
The fuck is this?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket. Funky style, very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we failure? It's about, of course, you alone. You now get to work, comrade. Oh yeah, get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready. Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelet.
The fuck is that? -2. Visual calculus. Berat ini game. Berat anjing.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand.
Don't be shy.
Save the economy. That sounds off.
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Look, is this really the economy we want to leave to our children? And what? Oh. Look, man, I'm
You find your hands deep in tattered and
economical, but also trendy. Look first.
something.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
Silver. Ini kalau ada yang bisa ngurangin skill pemabuk itu gua ambil anjing.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed. The shine on these sunglasses. Oh, very
This is yes.
wow! And they can be yours.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse.
Perception
Take them.
kami banyak. Perception. Mana perception? Ah, itu penting. Iron Empire bukan? Oh, itu nggak benar anjing. Nggak perlu. Siapa yang udut-udut lagi kalau?
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it.
From another planet. You sure are, my man. It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul. Yeah.
It's official. He too.
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here round.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak. Or he just likes onion.
Yeah, imagine. So tell me, what do you need? He ain't one of us drivers. I know that.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fund.
Ask for his conclusion.
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. It's like, whatever's going on, some pretty, I've heard.
Ah, yes, from the wild pines.
They want to keep.
He doesn't blame them.
Anything else. Us lorry drivers, not my thing.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool.
Oh, hi.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Ha! No, I'm joking, mum. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market, not unless they've a legalized sports equipment. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy?
A motor lorry, also called a cameo.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The boss is...
The man taps his fingers rhythmically again.
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for the bosses, man.
Make sense, Veltor. Anjing, ini berat gamenya. Tunggu.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. Don't be a stranger.
Hello again, officer. Of course. Where to? It's there. In the yard? What do you mean? Yes, sir.
He knows where we are. He just wants...
No problem.
Welcome to Elysium.
Racist.
Don't you welcome to Revacholme. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city. But it's men like you who...
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here. But you see, I'm...
Silence. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his record.
Whatever you say, officers. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge. I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. People who've studied
Bangga dia jadi
these
racist
things say
anjing.
that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, let the
Cultural victory? What is this then?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixed good.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi's stern expression remains unchanged, but you sense he can't be happy about this.
It's about not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in... People who've studied these things say that, open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something? This concerns you?
Cultural victory? What?
It's true. Also, go right.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi, not a lot of moral fiber on this one yet, he thinks. Wriggled out of...
Not the most popular... I'm not... People who've studied these things...
Oh?
Go right.
Lieutenant not a lot of moral fiber.
Oh, not much anymore. The strike. Apple.
Apples. It's exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Look, as detective. I come from... We're on...
Koiko may be another derogative. For a person from Grad, you think?
Yep, it's...
In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to...
Yeah? Says who? Then, I guess they grow apples somewhere else.
He means the...
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Grad, cause that's what they're... Hey, if the name and description fit by the... did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet?
Relax. You've got all you can get here. He probably doesn't even know what he's holding. Even if it is something...
Yeah, they're a big deal. Someone with... Sure fucking is. Hell no. Trusting street thugs with their goods. Yeah, they're a big deal. Someone with a cart. Not at God damn. Trusting...
Nggak berguna, babi.
When you said before that you were down with racism, was it meant in earnest? Or were you just trying to win his confidence? I suppose that's a relief. Just be careful how...
We know a lie, sire. And it didn't feel like one.
And one more thing. I've had this
ini map anjing. Ini rumah pertama loh.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The windows are clear. They've been recently. The driver, the back end, a book with red.
Racist, nationalist, paraphernalia. Likely, yes.
Tapi kita dapat XP banyak ya. Anjing. Ini apa? Oke. Musical instrument. Kayaknya nggak guna deh itu.
An old monument stands in the middle of the. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, even by the standards, well, his own stories. He called it the. But what? Philip III. A silver plaque on the statue.
Kita ngomong sama diri sendiri dulu ya. Ih, dapat uang gitu ya. Kayaknya kita beli buku.
Small, wrinkled wood. The photo, an amber. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is...
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just told you.
The woman still had no response wherever this...
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Good. We're fighting for... Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strike breakers together. Rights of...
His manner of speaking.
Might be time. I don't trust. Maybe you should ask them. We have family.
So do we, Scott.
We were promised work. Main gates, and I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either.
Orang-orang demo ya,
I
guys.
mean head measurer. Or whatever he is. Huge summit bad. I don't know how. Why don't you go arrest?
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now.
No. They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Have fun. I know nothing about it. Wouldn't put it right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us! When a bunch of beats me.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His shirt is far too small. He ignores. Silence is the answer.
Honest men, we came.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No.
You've been talking to him for quite a while.
What's it to you? Am I a suspect?
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpse.
We're all workers, right? Worked at...
Pretty okay as far as lies go.
Uh-huh. was a long...
Okay. Nothing important. Duit.
Scab?
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells...
A kind of a worm. Beats me. Gotta be blood. Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe that we've explained the matter.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
Good one, Offie. Imagine. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range, I don't open.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader?
I walk right. Yeah, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Stop. Don't worry him. Or you could convert to his seminary. Not yet, no. Not yet, no. Not yet, no. Jean-Luc himself would say the philo. Sure. Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Always glad to help out the RCM. You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Nothing to worry about, really. I'm always glad to help out when possible. You know,
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike.
Body betrays your degenerate.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
That is precise. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. Your mouth moves, Occident.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
The ethanol fungus is deep within your nervous system. Look at my... You gave the word. You don't... You will be superseded.
It is, baby, yeah.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Last we saw, your face was... It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering. Enough. Bring your troops. You are...
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
Okay.
The best idea.
Don't be vulgar. white or not has got little to do with this. The race is still clear. Also, to serve is noble. Of course you are. Above all, rampant multinational stop off. I am not surprised you. The South Island. I am a descendant. The Nero. No. You have heard enough about our fellow.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Do you?
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then to you.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailorite. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race called, those are the semen. A receding genetic pool has led them out on reprehensible street parades. In mound cities like, you know them.
Mahoon is a direct. In some,
the mound are
colorful tassels are.
The Vespertines and Messini. The other overproduct, as proven by the mound and the mask. Occidental type A is the Areopagites are the latter.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B.
The Koikos of Grad.
Yes, pink.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
Its leader.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
The revolution is fatal, familial.
Hampir 2 jam main gaming anjing baru di map ini.
Condition pat enough of type mediocre. Types CF are a music lesser.
It seems unlikely that 2 human beings produce genetic.
You are right. Then there is the Simino Koiki Kaimira. The Koik this, but enough. It is cruel to. You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery. We will.
Access to the Union.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously, the lieutenant?
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
I think this racist is.
That will be the.
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic.
The lieutenant.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He's racist. I am.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo.
Babe, there is nothing fun. I cannot possibly.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. What are you? Deaf? Yeah. This is the beginning of your legend. With a sudden flash, the world freezes.
Oke. Sejam doang. Tapi nanti aja. Kita beli buku dulu. beli buku kesehatan tadi. Siapa tahu berguna.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the
Nggak butuh.
shelves full of biographies of This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of
Indeed. Something about that book does seem to have spoken to you. Well, I hope it contains what you're...
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate...
Interact button.
medicinal purposes of the pearl. Flipping through the book, you find a number of sections on the general benefit. You come across it's all quite. Finally, it seems to contain descriptions of the. There are a number of CO-like tonics that prompt what you're describing. There are a number of CO. There's nothing in here that speaks to. First, you need to choose a base ingredient. Next, you'll need to combine the base. Lastly, is there anything else you'd like? The tincture you've invented sounds intriguing. Would you like to try again? Very well. Next, you'll need to combine. Lastly, you've created. Would you like to try again? Very well. Next, lastly, you've created a. Would you like to try again? Very well. Next, you'll need to combine. Lastly, you've created a delicious tincture of whiskey. Would you like to try? You close the book, and very well. First, choose. Next, you've created a Would you like to? You close.
Wah, tidak berguna itu guys. Kita beli ini dulu ya.
You see rows of toys.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it.
Anjing main beginian gak kerasa bangsat. Terlalu banyak explore ke kita. Kita langsung ke ini aja ya guys. Langsung lanjutin. Woi, kecil.
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy Kuno. Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about. I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno, right then. Kuno's riding it, see? The rake, you should throw the fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't. You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning.
We shouldn't do anything. You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? Shitload pig. What you...
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
The usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything...
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone. Probably climbed. Kuno, you heard...
The city's too large for him to have left. But he wasn't here either. So where was he?
Told you, pig bacon. Kuno doesn't do regional. Fucking mess.
There is no night city anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Yeah, Kuno didn't smoke him.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Just a couple of pigs.
Yeah, you tell...
Looks like you're a fagari now. Whatever that means.
You're testing...
Get lost,
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his lip. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno...
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kids use it.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. Trying to get Kuno...
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his... Help! Pig's got Kuno!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Help! He's dick...
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in in, Kuno! Somebody, please!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Help! Misters, help! He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't... No one? Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance. Change your plan. You can't let that happen. It will make things harder.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
Fucking logical! Help! No!
The nearly psychopathic way they can slip.
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first...
Listen to your friend.
The fuck?
Kuno owns the fat ass.
You put him up...
Listen to your...
Yeah, we're all in this together!
The lieutenant doesn't even
Help! Look.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look. That Kuno's dad gets. The murder look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that. There's a dead body, remember? That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I know what you are. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna You're nothing! You're a...
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
You don't talk to me about my fucking people! You don't know where I come from! You just...
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
The fuck about it? You're testing...
Get lost!
Yeah? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't...
The fuck is this?
This trash container, there's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case. The body is downwind.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep... What do you mean, feel? I agree. We should get someone...
He's being sarcastic. Do not ask what the remote viewers division is.
What is?
Oh. It might also be evidence. The mob could have disposed of... We could try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage, or... Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
For a key from the manager of the Whirling.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea. There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Maybe more than 12. No, 8. 1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46. You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. 5.
Okay.
Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes. 6. An aberration, light as air. Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gate is undeveloped.
Anjing.
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. 7. The glowing outline of a standard 8. And yet another standard work boot.
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? $200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up?
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yes. Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows. Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between two men. 200?
He might be right. 2?
Possibly.
But why?
Yes, Dick, you have a point there. Anyway, it's something to consider. What else can you see? A woman? Or a kid? Understood. Anything else?
Oke.
A woman or a kid? Okay. How do you...
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
Understood. Anything else? Interesting. Let's name someone operating a workbench with a pedal, like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer? No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking. Perhaps it could be a driver. Driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential... A week, maybe?
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for...
Correct again. Sub-zero
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. Then, after hoisting...
Indeed. They all stood... Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. The lieutenant's eyes narrow.
Oke, jadi menurut kita kayaknya rame, banyak orang di kasus ini. Terus dia si victim yang gantung. Oh fuck, baru sadar itu. Dolar kuning. Dolar kuning apa? Emang nggak ada dolar-dolarnya nih. Jadi orang yang gantung itu digantung oleh beberapa orang secara paksa. Soalnya kita menemukan sekitar 8 jejak kaki di sini.
Either way, what else?
Inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. An inconspicuous pile, because it's nice and orderly. Rhythmic pattern. No, there's more to this. Hard to say. It's gone now.
Oke. Saya penasaran itu. Jadi kita coba terus.
Inconspicuous pile, because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed?
Oke, kita menemukan sebuah ruangan kecil yang ditutup.
Be still, my beating heart. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? The secret path the local kids use.
Kita urusin mayat dulu deh.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them, you seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff.
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Gimana caranya ini mau diambil?
There he still is, looking right through you.
Bau ya guys, kita nggak bisa ambil. Kita udah sarung tangan, tapi untuk baunya itu kita nggak tahu ya gimana.
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the world.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash?
Well, yes. Us and...
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Okay.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. What thing? Yes. No.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. We don't.
Glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere. Or they probably...
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Okay. Terima kasih.
A thin man is smoking below as you step in. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garansi Quebec. Please, it's not funny. The man puts his cup down and replies something. He smiles. It's almost like music, especially with... You see a heavy steel... You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. The old cobalt, it leads to a side building. The door does not.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Eccentric. But okay, I suppose we could look.
It's hardly a side investigation. You already have a name for it.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Kita tergoda sama warna pintunya, terus tiba-tiba kita mau
I help you?
the fuck?
Another thing. Great. Oh yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. I don't care either.
Wondering about it is, of course,
Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old...
he's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for... So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
Kita nggak bisa namanya, kita bisa ambil tubuh itu ya.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles and then accelerated straight into the driver proceeded to back out of
Naik
before
mobil ke sana, nabrak, terus balik, terus belok.
hurry.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city.
Somehow that made...
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen.
You could follow the track.
That's plausible. A similar reckless abandon seems to be in evidence.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Komen. An off-key melody starts playing.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for you.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call...
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Oke, sumpah ini kita nggak bisa terlalu kosong ya main game ini. Saya harus searching dikit ini, sumpah bingung.
This trash container is locked. The slide with a well... Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see, you've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows. No, searching for evidence in... A box falls into... Among the threadbare as the leg.
The victims drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pocket, the belt is missing.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label.
Oke, kita nemu
The rest of the rags are just kitchen
pakaiannya si
A yellow old mug that catches your eye.
korban ya.
But other than that...
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trap.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into... It's just nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic, something larger. A clipboard.
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy.
Paperwork kita bisa dari sini.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Well, lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. They might have been police secrets. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case.
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the interact.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction only in its social sensibility.
Mm-hmm.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Oke, kita baca dulu.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging. There's a piece of toilet. It's a metaphor. Thank you, waterlogged ledger. Below the pathetics, it's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. If you want it to be kitchen tissue. It's not though. It's toilet paper. Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry, peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off. An aluminium block runs the width of the board. By the surface it is similar to the RC.
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to... It depends.
Maybe yours will have how many years you've been...
Any capable light with a... Yes, RCM vehicles have...
This means you can read the watermark.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag... They're not exactly... Once in a while, work, strife. It's the middle of March. You...
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You... 2. It's okay. We...
Like a fan of girls. Yes, a title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration. Yes, all caps. Others appear. It's going to take an effort to people.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Good. That's a good one.
He understands you're concealing something.
But do you also use the titular? Well, so do I. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace.
There is, for once all the tasks are accomplished, the case. Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. The lieutenant looks at it. He is not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them. Absolutely motion onto the paper. Inspect the interview the cap. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out. A satisfying things to be.
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB40. Why, yes, your every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. That is It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start? Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard. It takes about half an hour to... Not much has changed. Arson. Pet. You don't exactly close in the back, then rip them from the... 3. You don't have to be an intellectual giant.
Is this? Too much information, anjing.
A monetary... But these... The rest of the stinking... Thin. A dozen? Yes. Or the rest of the stinking cellular. It's made of dark blue plastic. Blue. The blue heart. Something rattles inside.
Ada
It's
sesuatu.
not hidden. The plastic shimmers like lapis. With your hands, you 4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of... The two sides of the slides snap back into place. Without 2 ticket stubs and 2 octopuses are... Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. It smells of chewing gum. A touch of cinnamon. The end of some familiar handwriting. A young woman. Harry, throw it away, please. A merciful wind blows in from the Bay of Revachol. Frisson covers your entire body. A feeling of cold. A persistent chill.
Bacalah.
Your hands shake, holding on. Every step I take, you... Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs, and the blood sparks fall like snow from... You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, no, hold on. To what?
Detective, is everything...
Kok pingsan? What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? Kita baca surat dari pacar kita mungkin? No, what the fuck is happening?
There is nothing. Again. Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's me. Blue eyes, that's me. Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion here in the Bailey, because it's always there.
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing. Don't prod at it. There is no... Yeah, man. What was it? You think they would let you? Until you just...
Oh.
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. In the upholstered cabin of...
Drink. Water.
The water is cold, silvery. The stuff of...
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone?
With greedy gulps.
Oh, kita hydration ya. Kita dehidrasi.
You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to. 10 minutes, maybe. That does sometimes happen.
He replies with such...
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed? Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool.
What the fuck is that? Dapat item kita ya. Authority turun. It's roti itu apa efeknya? Roti kita minus ya, tapi kayaknya kita nggak perlu skill begituan.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read? Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage? But it was...
The fuck was that? Bentar. Misi kita banyak, super banyak ya.
Yes?
Wah ini minus ini guys efeknya, nggak worth it tapi.
You see a heavy steel door. The door does not.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you've... How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. The trash collection service? CS Municipal.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will... Thank you anyway.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. Yes? Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
He sounds irritated. And it's not a shaker. It's nothing. He's holding nothing.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this?
Dia nggak suka sekali, nggak suka banget dipanggil bartender. Ada masalah apa Anda dengan bartender?
Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No, that's right. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple? Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix. Do I have a shaker?
He sounds, and it's not a shaker. It's nothing. He's
Am I wearing a Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling? Because I'm not a bar.
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
Even more reason for me not to serve you, sir. Was there anything else you needed? Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in. Your body is ready, sire.
Yes. Have you got it? A lot. A lot. Like what?
Sumpah. Yang dapat uang gimana kita anjing? Coba kita ngomong ke dia. Yes.
The worker, isn't it? Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from. A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. Your fingers find their way into the shackle. The man emits a loud no. He's looking the other way, perhaps purposefully. You slip the plastic ID card just for the record. You find a black paper note with a woman's profile. Yum yum, money. Think of all the things you can buy. The sleeping dock worker has little to say.
Kayaknya dia sengaja deh. Ini bisa dijual. Itu bisa kita jual ya. Wah, maling kita bos. Naik. Kita coba pergi ke cewek seksi.
The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you he doesn't like where this is going. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. Still, the lieutenant he doesn't like where this is going. The door is closed.
Yes?
Bukan mau ngomong sama kamu, saya mau masuk bangsa.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner.
And by that you mean crimes against humanity? I have no idea what that means.
Wah, dapat skill point baru kita. Kita harus naikkan sebuah skill ya. Tapi nanti aja, soalnya masih belum tahu ini skill apa yang perlu sekarang. Bahkan mayat itu belum bisa kita ambil.
Hello again, officer. How are...
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't fuck.
Bacot kuno anjing. Naik dulu baru kita bilang ke dia. Wih. Ini kita nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain kan dari sini.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day. The cloak? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering. That machine is a convulsant 1020 HK.
Is it? Qualson makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for... But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here. What are we doing? Or it could be that we are just...
Oh, bentar. Kita melompat. Jadi kita perlu Savior Intervere itu. Kita lepas semua yang mengurangi Xavier Intervere kita. Terus kita lompat.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own.
Wih, berhasil cok, 20%.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses. Ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring as the concrete floor.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete.
Oke. Anjay. Wih, ini lebih keren ya. Sarung tangan itu busuk. Bro, kamu ngebug bro. Bisa masuk kita guys.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is the machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move. It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, undoubtedly. Sure, why not?
Oke, kita coba.
An imposing, the machine swallows your coin. Your fingers run over the dial, calling, still calling.
Video Reversal, 24-hour video rental. Video Reversal is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lami. Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. No. Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period? If you need any further assistance...
The call is...
Oke, gak jelas ya.
On second glance,
it's unfortunate for the Union to...
Let's see what's inside, he thinks. The drawer opens smoothly. Hundreds and the same. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities. The drawer slides.
Kita save lagi ya, 50% itu.
Stand steady as a... Look how blurry hermeneutics was all...
Baru saya bilang. Untung kita nge-save. Kerasa 3 jam. Seru kali main ginian. Game-game gini seru kali.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. It appears to be. Remember, Leo, all items on the list have been crossed out.
Eva Claire, probably.
The special borscht. Remember, Leo, all items on the drawer slides.
Anjay, dapat kacamata. Mana? Wah, minus drama 1. Visual kalkulus, oke. Nggak worth it sih. Kalau mau naik lagi gimana?
Snow is quietly covering the numerous wine bottles and cigarette butts.
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you. I am, but it doesn't.
Asingin. Wah, kita tersesat sampai mana ini?
shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Oh, kita bisa ke situ ya.
With a surprisingly quiet, the harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the moving.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Bentar, kita
Before you stands a cargo.
You do? Because I don't. There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? There may very well be, but we are not here to interact with containers.
You attempt to turn the handle. To your left, the lieutenant. No reply.
The fuck? Persuade the door to open. Okay, let's try.
You're back before the cargo container. Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because what wasn't an option? Now is not the time to get philosophical.
Tapi ada pilihan gitu, harusnya bisa nggak sih? Kita coba terusin.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly. What?
Ada pilihan, berarti bisa.
Before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly. Why are you even trying to...
Itu bisa, sumpah. Ada pilihannya. Kita coba sampai bisa, Kita save sekarang. 8% itu tinggi loh.
Why are you even...
8% itu lumayan tinggi. Itu kalau di game lain itu, di game gacha itu full SSR kalau dapat 8%.
Before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly. Why are you even...
Bisa. Bentar.
Before the cargo container. Why are you even trying to open a door with a red? before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly. Why are you even trying to open a door? Why are you even trying to open it?
Please lah. Persen itu tinggi loh.
Before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown. Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Ada quick save kok nggak ada quick load ya.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened. Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Bisa loh ini.
You're back before the cargo container. Why are you even? You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Kita harus dapat 66 ya. Atau 65.
Why are...
Cari item. Besok aja deh. Coba kita matiin.
A rusting control panel. The crane does not return to its original position.
Oke. Jadi memang cukup penting itu.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on it. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breathe.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty...
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinet's up. It's a black and white photo of a young couple.
Why did you take that picture of René? You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure. As long as...
Ini kita mau kembali gimana? Bingung sendiri saya. Wah, ini kita kembalinya gimana ini? Udah lompat gitu kita. Bisa balik. Gimana caranya balik ini? Wah, gak ada jalan guys.
This is the night watch.
Gimana ini baliknya? Manjat kan? Wah, bentar guys. Nge-stuck kita di sini.
A rusting control. No screech of metal when you push the button this time. Crane does not return.
Wah, nge-stuck kita guys. Oh, kesini. Wah, apa nih? Apa nih?
Before you is a walrus of a man, seated with great effort. He straightens himself up in his chair, yet
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, I'm Everard Clay. I'd
Dia
offer
tahu
you
kita
my
dari mana?
hand, but unfortunately my health...
he looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair on the...
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse this...
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong... I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me should you find yourself more...
You're no Titan of Elysium, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you are a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can
the chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's...
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude... This should take care of that. It should be sufficient.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Okay.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No.
Don't mention it. But also don't forget it.
He's not.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that.
His slug-like lips move, but all you... The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
Dia tuh dari mana ya? Senjata kita hilang.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but it's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Officer, we will deal with this later.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Si babi ini. Oke. Gambar kau babi. Sepertinya ada
before you, with great effort, he straight.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois. I'd offer you my...
He looks extreme.
You go ahead.
Whatever he has in store, forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff?
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men. So tell me...
The chair you're sitting on has...
Oh, by the way, this should take care of... It should be sufficient...
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Yes, I know, Lawrence.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Okay.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
No.
Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than... Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one...
His slug. The world is swallowed when he said, "Don't worry." He actually meant, be very worried.
Are you all right? It's not like...
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it.
Okay.
You always keep at least
Didn't
2
say
barrels
thanks. The chair is killing you. Took the novelty glitch. Okay. Composure. Adakah baju yang menambah composure? Kita nggak bisa ganti baju ya.
Who does this guy think you are? Ronnie the rookie? You ain't worried about no lost gun, or unpaid bill, or forgotten name. You're the bad cop. You're probably more corrupt than him. does the same, sinking deeper into his chair. Good. Now lean in with some corruption.
That we do, Harry. Let them say what they will about you and me. We're both born fighters. Why, thank you. It's always nice.
That's it. Now kick back and add a final flourish for dignity.
You strike me as a reasonable man, Harry.
I think we'd like to ask you a few questions.
Whatever you do, don't ask him about the gun first. You don't want him thinking you're scared.
Okay.
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age...
The big man peers at you over the rims of his glass.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Of course, let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry. My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my source...
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
It's Harry. Harry Dubois. And I can work with you, Harry. Now, what else can I do for you? Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man, do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry? Well, yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or a girl very happy and proud one day, Harry. But of course, Harry, you're...
He doesn't really seem to know any more about it.
Harry, you're not simply a cop, you're a star. A bright shining star. Of course I do.
The giant neon sign reads somewhere in Mirova. A beautiful woman sees the bright glow.
Ah, this...
This translates into, haha, you guys are so corrupt.
I find that very suspicious.
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Mac.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi, from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man, So is there anything else?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on. Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just...
Yes, that sounds good. Let's...
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors. And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Harry, I'm a very busy man.
You want to send someone a message that the police...
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy... Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A loud blabber. Just go there. Harry, my dear friend. Fantastic, You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all... Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious...
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least...
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a...
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Dia udah nemu senjata kita ya, Bang. Sorry, kelupaan kalau lagi streaming ini anjing. Intinya dia udah nemu senjata kita kayaknya. Dan dia ya bos semacam ya bos mafia. Ubah posisi dulu. Okay. Hold on. I will not be back with this gun business. I don't care. Keep it.
Harry. I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves.
I assure you, we are working on locating the missing...
The lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun and feels that the fact you haven't prioritized looking for it is unfortunate.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Tadi kita nge-stuck ya.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red...
Kita save dulu. Soalnya agak dangerous ya.
We should think about putting it today, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year. You should take care of that then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street.
Mr. Dubois. Yes. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale. Is it the words paranoid schizophrenic? Yes. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale. See you soon.
Babi kau. Dasar gemuk kentut.
lyrics to this container song, the accent is
Container. I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't... Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister. Oh, yes. People say...
Thank you for clarifying.
Oh, I'm just making some covers
Kita
for them
ngomong aja dulu.
containers here.
everything is so pretty and red. You and
Itu 70% loh. Itu yang gue incar dari tadi. Waktu mau coba buka pintu itu. Masuk akal itu anjing.
We should think about calling it. We should take care. Let's.
Belum punya cukup uang aku.
Container.
the lyrics to this, the accent.
Contain. I see. I mean, just some of... Oh, yeah. People...
Thank you for.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them.
The containers in it's like some red infection was.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
No, not real. Oh, no trouble at all. Oh, we're on a strike.
So no.
No, but tight. Oh, him and his boy stirred up. I guess the boy...
Easy, Leo.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it.
Look at
Best
him.
to go with the flow.
I remember I was the run, but Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar. Yes, I'm like Mr. Ed. Actually,
Who is this?
a real. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here, and I'm always busy. Oh,
He respects that word.
but she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
Okay.
If Mrs. and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned doctor. My matron said so. And she knows about...
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Buford into...
Yes, this...
Well, sometimes I feel some of the guys don't... Oh, yeah. It's very... Yes. Oh, Oh, sure, man.
He didn't actually understand what you meant. And now he's just nodding along.
Oh, yes. Of course, man. Oh, yes. Of course, man. Oh, yes. It's very, very good. Oh, absolutely, miss. Oh, that one. That should be empty.
Told you.
Bye-bye now.
Oke, ini bisa dibuka ya.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Besok aja. Kita healing terus tambah moral. Si nenek tua.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands, in the background. Nothing. No response.
Kita punya foto.
woman.
Tetap nggak bisa interaksi kah?
A lorry stuck in the windows are clear.
Kita jualan nih.
Welcome to Frit.
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish. No.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but... wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir. Anything else?
No, you don't work for the union. The union works for you by supplying you with cash.
Mantap, mantap.
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe.
She looks up from under.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay? A warehouse?
She scrunches up.
Fine. Frit doesn't... I don't really know any... Not really. No. I don't know, really.
No need to worry.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Kita mau jualan dulu ya. Masalahnya nggak tahu saya ini mau jualan barang gimana. Kayaknya itu waktunya jalan kalau kita ngomong sama orang ya. Kalau kita nggak ngomong nggak jalan waktunya.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also...
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment. Good luck trying to use it.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open. Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here. Yes, have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed? As a police officer, you must evidence being money. You can't stay... Oh, wonderful. Try to do that. I'll have to call you an ambulance. Not until you bring me...
Okay.
I really...
Oh, Lieutenant.
Bangsat kau. Pelit anjing. Nggak ada duit aku. Tinggal $90 lagi, 90 koin.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start.
The dashboard lights up. The lights unfold with...
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp.
There she is.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM. You catch a...
Ah, Martin, let me see. Right here. No, it does not.
There are many of them, and they are divided. The first row has 18 dots. The next, you count 260. The last row has... That's it.
Those are perforations.
Alpha male.
Oke, kita coba crack code ya.
18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years? Yes, that does. This next row, wow, more than 200.
Nomor kos kosan.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
Oke, kita udah membunuh 3 orang ya.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the jam room.
Putus lagi ya. Putus lagi ya. Tes in live kah? Aduh, jaringan guys. Masih live kah? Putus lagi. Wah, sorry guys. Wah, sorry guys. Tes. Jaringan guys. Kalau ke stop berarti jaringannya jelek ya. Aduh. Jaringan jelek. Aduh, jaringannya jelek. Masih merah itu bitrate-nya guys. Aku masih mau main loh. Gimana ini? Saya masih mau main loh, Pak. Waduh.
Inside, we see a set of steering levers, a radio.
I have something.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rough.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal. There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity. A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high. That they are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back. No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
As I said, they're useless anyway. I should have remembered.
But thank you.
Yes, the Bird's Nest Roy, near the...
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Anjing. Masih kah? Aduh guys, sorry ya. Kayaknya sampai sini aja dulu guys. Soalnya bitrate-nya itu merah, putus-putus juga ini. Nanti kita lanjut lagi guys. Ini Karena gue masih mau main, tapi ya kita lanjut aja nanti. Kita lanjut aja nanti. Oke, thank you guys. 3 jamnya yang kalian juga tidak ada, saya juga tidak banyak bicara, menikmati gamenya saja. Ini seru sumpah. Kita lanjut nanti aja. Kita save. Kita save dulu. Udah, itu aja guys. Thank you.